Alright, you guys, so I am officially 17 weeks today. Let me give you guys a brief background or history about what's been going on, how long I've been trying, and any issues. Maybe this will help someone. Some of this may be a TMI, but if this could definitely help someone, let me tell you guys. So I have been officially married for 2 years, October of 2015. The end of August of 2014, right before we went on our 1 year anniversary, we decided that right when we got close to that 1 year, we were going to start trying. Well, we started trying, and I would say towards the end of September, going into October, right before our anniversary trip, something wasn't feeling right. I started to have the normal symptoms of pregnancy, like the nausea and things like that, and didn't understand why. Went on our trip and wasn't feeling good, but I pushed through it. We had a great trip, as you guys can see from the vlog from San Francisco. That was overall great. I wasn't feeling my best, but I went on to push through it because I was showing signs of pregnancy as far as the nausea and the sleeping, but it wasn't too dramatic. I was still having a regular period, so that let me know that nothing was wrong. Well, the symptoms continued to progress until December of 2014. So I went on and went to my OB. He checked me out. We did a couple of ultrasounds. We ran some tests. That's when he found out that I had a fibroid on one side of my uterus and a cyst on the other side. So what happened was, after just the discussions and talking with friends and everything, I didn't want to get on birth control because I hadn't been on birth control for almost 6 or 7 years. I would say it was probably even been longer than that, but I wasn't planning to get on birth control. I heard birth control can shrink the size of the fibroid, but I just didn't want to take the risk. He informed me that once he removed the fibroid and the cyst, that I would be able to go ahead and have children, and it would alleviate any complications of miscarriage or early anything that had to do with just getting pregnant, period. So we went on and we did the surgery in the middle of January 2015. So I was MIA from YouTube for a while. I went and took a hiatus the whole month of January, and I went and had the surgery. Now I will say, for those of you that have a fibroid or have a cyst, the surgery was not that bad. I was literally in surgery at 7:30 in the morning, and I was literally out of surgery by noon. I was out of surgery by 10:30. But I stayed in the outpatient recovery center until noon. When I woke up out of surgery, I had a slight reaction to the antibiotics, so they immediately gave me Benadryl. I slept for another hour, woke back up, I was fine. Now, I do have a small incision right above my right on my belly button, and I have a small incision right at like the bikini line of my vagina. But they're very small incisions. You can't even notice them. I basically started using like some Ambien cream, and it's basically lighting up. You can't even tell it's there. Now my OB, he did the surgery. He was great. He went in, he made sure that he removed everything. He made sure that both my uterus and my ovaries and everything was good and healthy. He took pictures. We discussed everything. So he cleared us to go ahead and try to have a baby. Now me and my husband decided that we were going to start trying in March of 2015. So we decided we were going to start trying. We started following all the calendars, all the things that people tell you about and stuff like that. And I will be honest, the one thing that people tell you and trust and believe that I say it works is when you stop thinking about it and you just relax. That's when it happens, and that's how I got pregnant. So for a while we were trying, nothing was happening. So finally me and my husband were just like, you know what, we're going towards the middle of 2015. Let's go ahead, let's pay off some bills, let's go ahead and get prepared to get a house. My husband had just got a car. I was getting ready to purchase a new car, so we immediately start focusing just on that. Our 2-year wedding anniversary was coming up in October, and sure enough, we were just having fun. We were being a typical married couple, having fun. I wasn't looking at the calendar anymore. I wasn't tracking my period. I was tracking my period like when it came, but I wasn't tracking like my ovulation dates or any of those dates that you need to track. So I just forgot about it. I just literally was like, okay, my period is this night, and I marked it on my period tracker and I kept it moving. I didn't look to see when I was ovulating or when I was fertile. It was just like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm not gonna think about it. I moved on with my life. I started focusing, putting a lot of my focus into YouTube, my blog, and everything else. Totally forgot, totally did not think like, duh, you can get pregnant. I was just enjoying my marriage, what you should do. And people always say, when you don't think about it, that's when it happens. So of course, I would say the beginning of September, my husband started to notice a lot of changes. I work in retail, for those of you that don't know, if you're new to this channel, but I do work in retail. I am an operations manager, so I deal with a lot of the back end stuff. And of course, being a YouTuber and a blogger, we all know all the holiday stuff starts coming in. I was getting ready to prepare in the middle of inventory right before I went on vacation. So it was just a lot coming in September and October. And I was just putting my focus into work and, you know, balancing it all. So my husband started to notice that I started sleeping more. He started to notice that I started eating a lot more. I started having really weird cravings. My breasts started to get bigger. I put that as, oh, it's just my period, it's coming, whatever. So finally, my period tracker has showed that I was literally 12 days late. I checked my period tracker every day and it was showing that I was late and late and late and late. So I was like, you know what? If it doesn't come in October, I'll call the doctor. Well, that didn't happen because towards the, I would say a week prior to my 2-year wedding anniversary, I started to notice my smells were different, and I started to smell a lot of different things. I was ignoring the fact that I could be pregnant because, of course, when you've been trying for so long, you don't want to get another negative test. And because we have been trying for over a year and not thinking about it, I was just like, I don't want to take a test and get disappointed again. Well, this time in my head, I knew that I was pregnant, but my heart was just like, I just didn't want to take the disappointment. So finally, my husband was like, before we go to Vegas, you need to take a test because you will not be getting turned up in Vegas and you're pregnant. So I started craving sushi. So we went and had sushi. It was just weird. All my smells started to change. I started to really notice that my body was starting to change. So finally, I called my husband one day while I was at work and I was like, I need to come home and just take the test. He was excited about it. He had already knew and it said that I was pregnant. So I took the test on a Sunday night, the week when we were leaving for Vegas. And we were leaving for Vegas on a Thursday or Friday. Took the test. Within 3 minutes of taking that test, it came back positive. I was shocked. My husband was surprised. I was just like, oh my God, like we're pregnant. When I did the calculations, we were at exactly 5 to 6 weeks pregnant. So of course I knew that I couldn't get into the doctor till a week after I came back to work. So I took just all the necessary precautions at that point until seeing the doctor. I did buy some stretch mark cream, which this is the one that I'm still using, and I bought this the end of September or the beginning of October of 2015. And this is just the Palmer's massage cream for stretch marks. I have continued to use this. I put this on in the morning and at night. My husband rubs it on me. I love the fact that it goes all the way down to my hips and my thighs. I could put it over my breast. So this is something that I definitely recommend. As soon as you know you're pregnant, go ahead and definitely pick this up. I believe it was like only $9 at Target, and I still have a lot left. So it hasn't bothered me, it hasn't irritated my skin. I swear things have changed. Since the pregnancy, I started to get nauseated. I was more nauseous during weeks 7 through 10. And now I'm in my second trimester and my nauseousness has subsided. But during week 7 through 10, oh my God, if this baby didn't like something, it was coming right up. I started eating healthy. It wasn't by choice, it was more by my cravings. I used to eat a lot of junk food. I was such a sweet tooth person, and all of a sudden that changed. I didn't want any cookies, no cakes, no sweets or anything, which was really good. But I started to eat really healthy. I started to make sure I was drinking a lot of juice. I immediately turned over to water. This is one of my water cups right now that I use, and it has ice and water, and all I do is filter water and ice. At work I have Dasani water, and everything has to be ice cold. One of the things that I immediately started craving was egg McMuffin sandwiches. It had sausage McMuffin sandwiches. During the weeks 5 through 7, all I wanted was McDonald's pancakes, which I still crave, but it was like I really needed McDonald's sausage McMuffins with pancakes and a side of sausage. I know that sounds crazy. While we were in Vegas, all I did was crave In and Out. I wanted In and Out, In and Out, In and Out. It had to be a number 2. And the crazy thing is, I usually eat my burgers plain with nothing on it. I wanted a number 2 for McDonald's, which is a double, no, it's a regular cheeseburger, but I wanted lettuce and tomato. I don't usually eat lettuce and tomato, so everything just started to change as far as taste wise, eating, smells. I slept a lot. I still sleep a lot to this day. In going into the second trimester, I would work, come home and sleep. I would sleep on my break. I would go in the car and take a nap on breaks and lunches. So that's still automatically still going on to this day. Cravings change by week to week. Sometimes it'll change within average of 2 to 3 weeks. Lately, it's still been a sausage McMuffin. I can still do a lot of oatmeal. My oatmeal intake has increased from 1 pack of oatmeal to 2 packs of maple and brown sugar oatmeal. All I need is butter and sugar. One of the biggest things that I continue to crave is pancakes and sausage. It could be from anywhere. We went to Norm's, IHOP, we went to McDonald's, and I still crave grits. I'm eating a lot more healthier than I usually do, which is really good. But I find that the doctor always had told me if I eat something and the baby doesn't agree with it, then for me to go ahead and give it a break for a while, don't eat it, and then go back to it later. Now, I will only be doing these recaps at the end of every trimester. I won't be doing the week by weeks. I'll definitely show you guys my belly. At this point, everything's good as far as my sugar and my cholesterol. I go to the doctor every 4 weeks. The baby is due in June, so by the beginning of February, I'll know the sex of the baby. We are very excited. We just purchased our first diaper bag. Well, we say it's going to be the only diaper bag. We purchased our only diaper bag. Now, as far as the channel update, I will be posting more blogs on my blog, so make sure you guys are signed up for that to receive updates. I will try to get at least 3 to 4 videos out to you guys a month. If I can get more out to you guys, I will. You guys know I'm known for my hauls and my swatches and things like that. So if you don't see a haul video, definitely check it out on the blog. Don't forget to follow all my social media platforms, because if I'm not on YouTube, I'm definitely live on there, and I'll be doing tons of updates that way also. Another thing that I would recommend for women who are considering their cyst, if you're sitting on a cyst or if you're sitting on a fibroid, get it removed. It wasn't that bad. It didn't even really hurt that much. I went 3 weeks before I really felt like I was okay with the surgery. I knew I was fine with it when I made the decision to go into surgery and have it removed, but I felt like that was the best decision I could have ever made. I didn't want to try anything chemically as far as birth control or things like that to get it to shrink or anything. I was just like, just take it out. Like, what am I going to sit on this for? All it's going to do is cause me more pain, make my period irregular, make me go crazy, make my husband go crazy. I knew we wanted kids. If you definitely want kids, the best thing you could do is have that cyst or that fibroid removed. I know tons of people always say this works, that works, but just get it removed. Literally, you get a full recovery within 6 months. But I'm telling you, after I got that surgery mid-January, I would say by April, I felt fine as far as moving and putting things in my belly and able to shift and still, you know, be able to go back to my normal routine. I still took care of myself normally and made sure that I didn't put too much pressure on my stomach. But overall, I really felt better about it. I started having less cramps and less pain. So that is definitely a recommendation if you have that. Other than that, I'm not sure if I can answer any more questions or anything. Definitely put them in the comments. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to ask me regarding the first trimester. I could definitely answer those to the best of my ability with this pregnancy. I will be doing a second trimester at the end, and I'll be also following me on Instagram because I'll do a gender reveal then. We're not doing a gender reveal party, but we will definitely be posting it on all social media platforms. Until then, thank you guys for all the love and support, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hey you guys, so totally forgot to go ahead and show you guys what my belly looks like at 4 months. Remember, I am 17 weeks, so I'm just going to position the camera lower, so definitely so you guys could see what my belly is looking like. This is what the belly looks like so far. I do have the line. This is an incision. I'm not sure if you guys can see it from the surgery. this is the left side. And this is the right side. And the baby is right over here. I could definitely feel he or she right over here. You can see a big bulge on this side compared to the left side. And there we go again. So finally you guys got to see the bump. I'm excited. If I missed any, oh, let me tell you guys also, because I know this video is probably gonna be long because I have a lot to say. Before pregnancy, I was 110 pounds, and now I weigh at 122 pounds, which I am excited about. Other than that, everything is good. If I missed anything, because this is new to me, this is new to my channel, let me know if you have any questions or any advice or tips or anything. Definitely go ahead and comment in the section below. Let me know what could definitely help. I'm open to all advice and help and tools and tricks that could definitely help me during this pregnancy. I am officially 17 weeks. We're almost at the halfway mark, so I'm excited. What else? That's it. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Until then, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Don't forget to comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.